Kohberger allegedly stalked one of the victims. That's false. You knew that was false. For anybody who had never heard that before, that question is now planted into them, unqualified representation that Mr. Kohberger stalked one of the witnesses, and that's false. We do not have evidence that the defendant had direct contact with 1122 or with residents of 1122. But we can put his phone in that area. There are many residences in that area. It's a dense population of mostly college-related occupants.
Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Hey, you guys. How's everyone's evening? My sister's texting me. Hold on. Let's see what that is. How's everyone doing? Sorry to not go live yesterday. I decided to just handle a bunch of stuff and just get a couple of small things posted because I've been trying to get everything more organized with the shared drive and a bunch of other things so that we can start doing more, I guess, really, because I have to get all these files and stuff organized before we can start looking at anything else. And before we start getting a bunch of additional information in, I really have to get stuff more put together on the Google Drive. This light is in my eyeballs. So that's why we didn't go live yesterday, but we are going to go live tomorrow and do the next chapter of the book. I don't know if we're going to go live twice tomorrow, but I do have us going live. I pushed tomorrow morning's live back. We were going to go over the Ryan Upchurch and Kylie Rodney situation. Most of you guys know that there was a verdict in that case, but I didn't do like a separate video update on it. After the hearing, I did like a leading up to so that we could see like where the documents were before it all started. And then it went on into Monday, and then there was a verdict, and there's a couple of documents that came out. I grabbed a couple of them off of Pacer, and it basically talks about the exhibits and the witnesses that were there. But I went ahead and pushed that one back because earlier today I was listening to Down the Rabbit Hole News. She's going over some of the exhibits and stuff tonight, and she has a live scheduled for, don't quote me on the time, but I think noon tomorrow. And she's saying it's an interview with somebody who like has been in the Kylie Rodney Ryan Upchurch situation from the very beginning, and I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's Steve Fisher because she's interviewed Steve Fisher before, so I don't know if she would be holding him as like an exclusive where she's like not like putting the name out there until right towards the end because he's been on her channel several times. It might be, but I don't know. I know that Steve was a witness, and I know that Steve has been friends with Kylie's grandfather this entire time. So I don't know. I don't know who it is. So I pushed it back to Friday at 11:45 in the morning to go over the witnesses and the exhibits and what's happening with it because I want to see who she's talking to because it's about the case. And then we'll just talk about that situation when we do an update on stuff. But yeah, I think that's it. So this is the chicken dude. His name is, what's his freaking name again? Austin Agidius. And this is the guy who there's like more than one story about how he has this ginormous cut on his hand. I believe the way that it's read in the report or the way that the story is going is that there's someone that thinks it's like from a window, but then he's saying he tried to cut some chicken for some, I don't know. The whole thing is a little bit convoluted. And I know that it's causing a lot of questions because the police didn't seem to take this seriously whatsoever, which shouldn't shock anyone, but it does at the same time because you've got this guy with this knife wound on his hand and he can't really explain with certainty the story of how it happened, and truths don't change. There's not supposed to be multiple different stories to something that is being told as the truth. So that's concerning, but almost everything in this damn case is concerning. That's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, I know a lot of people since the chicken dude came out are saying that he's extremely suspicious. So I do remember the report. I do remember the report, but I have not listened to the interview. Now, this is a rare one where they actually do have the video of it, and we're getting this from Christy. She posted this to her channel. Now, you can't see his damn face. They have him blurred out, so you can't see his mannerisms and stuff like that, which sucks because that, helps tell the story, you know what I mean? So we're going to go ahead and listen to this. Go ahead and give me a 1 in the chat if you guys have already watched this, because it has been out for like a hot minute. Let me see how long it's been out already. I need to move all of this. I don't like how this is hitting my keyboard. I'm also contemplating about like getting a bigger desk because I feel like I don't have enough space. That's another thing I was trying to do yesterday, is like sort of reorganize some of the stuff. It's like I have a thing and I have like stuff to organize, but I feel like I need a big L-shaped desk again, and I really didn't want to get something that big for in here. Like measuring mentally, but I think I might have to. All right, let me see how long this has been out. Christy put this video out 3 weeks ago on April 28th. It's been out since April 28th. Some of you haven't. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. They don't seem to be paying much attention to anything, literally at all. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and we'll listen to this together. Now, don't forget, though, tomorrow's live is probably going to be a bit of a long one because chapter 8 is regarding Bethany. So we're going to have to, we're going to go over whatever additional information that he has in here or whatever. But for the majority, we're going to have to handle it the way that we did the other one, which is where we go over the entire interview all over again. So just be prepared for that longer of a live. Just okay. So you guys know. All right, let's see what this guy has to say about his weird chicken problems. It takes a second before the sound comes on. There he is right there, I think, right?
We'll just sit right here. I think this office is occupied. Yeah. They used to be our interview room, but so you're not under arrest or anything, man. We're trying to do some follow-up. I guess you heard what happened on campus.
Yeah.
So what happened to your hand?
So it was Saturday night, probably like 8:30ish. I was intoxicated and I was trying to cut a chicken patty with a pocket knife and I just said stuff.
Okay, so you're Saturday. So you said Saturday night? Saturday night, yeah. This past Saturday.
Yeah.
When did you go to the doctor's?
I went the next morning.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what time. 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Yeah, I went to go the next day at 2 o'clock.
The next, okay. Yeah. So Saturday night around 8:30.
Yeah.
You'd been drinking.
Yeah.
So you were cooking.
Yeah.
Were you at your house?
Yeah.
Where do you live at?
I live.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I was just cooking chicken patty up and then tried to cut it.
But y'all know, when he says chicken patty, to me, that means the shit was already breaded and cooked already. So when I'm thinking at first when I'm thinking kitchen injury, in my head is okay, so he's cooking and it's a chicken breast fillet and he's going in and cutting it and it's raw. But when he keeps saying patty, it sounds like it's something that's already cooked and thin. So this whole thing right here is very strange. Yeah, that's also odd too. A lot's going on.
Yeah.
Where do you live? The next, okay.
Exactly what time. Saturday night, yeah. Intoxicated.
So what happened to your hand?
So it was Saturday night, probably like 8:30ish. I was intoxicated and I was trying to cut a chicken patty with my pocket knife, and I just
Pocket knife.
Okay, so you're so you said Saturday night.
Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah, why are you using a pocket knife if you're in this?
When did you go to the doctor's?
I went the next morning.
Okay.
Yeah, frozen chicken patties are around. And like thin and breaded already.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Yeah, I went to go the next day at 2 o'clock.
Okay. So Saturday night around 8:30.
Yeah.
You'd been drinking.
Yeah.
So you were cooking.
Yeah.
Were you at your house?
Yeah.
Where do you live at?
I live.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I was just cooking chicken patty up and then tried to cut it.
Where is this cut at on his hand? Because he just pointed to his finger, but it's like all of this down here is wrapped up.
And then, so the next day, did you do anything that night? Like, I'm guessing you just wrapped it.
Yeah.
How deep is the laceration? I know, I don't want you to take off your.
Yeah, I can't. It's like, let's see, like, it's more of like a big gouge. It's like a flayed open, and so it's like peeling back and stuff.
And that's your right hand?
Yeah, and so last night I just.
How the frick did that happen? I'm sitting here trying to okay, so he's saying that this portion of his hand is like filleted off. Is that what he's saying? How do you even position the knife to be able to do that? Like, the only way that would work is if he was holding the shit in this hand and he had the knife in the left hand and he was trying to do something. Right? Like, that shit that's not like logistically possible. That's not physically possible. That's just as ridiculous as saying that Ellen Greenberg stabbed herself in the neck to death. That's insane. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. I want to hear it again.
We'll just sit right here. I think this office is occupied. Yeah. They used to be our interview room, but.
Kind of like see his whole hand.
So you're not under arrest or anything, man. We're trying to do some follow-up. I guess you heard what happened on campus.
Yeah.
Right, because
so what happened to your hand?
So it was Saturday night, probably like 8:30ish. I was intoxicated and I was trying to cut a chicken patty with my pocket knife.
See, he instantly goes to like do this with his right hand as he's giving the example, definitely proving the fact that he's a right-handed man.
Okay.
Watch his hands.
8:30ish. I was intoxicated and I was trying to cut a chicken patty with my.
He instantly shows you, this is the hand that I grabbed the knife with. How are you cutting your hand that you have the knife in the hand? You can't cut the hand that you're holding the hand. What? I'm just gonna let this go. I should have listened to this first. I knew how stupid this sounded. Holy shit. No wonder people are tripping.
Okay. So you're so you said Saturday night.
Saturday night, yeah.
This past Saturday.
Yep, yeah.
When did you go to the doctor's?
I went the next morning.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what time.
So all over the place, but he didn't go till the next day.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Yeah, I went to go the next day at 2 o'clock.
The next, okay. So Saturday night around 8:30.
Yeah.
You'd been drinking.
Yeah.
So you were cooking.
Yeah.
Were you at your house?
Yeah.
Where do you live at?
I live.
Okay.
And where does he live? At the apartment
So I was
next
just
door?
cooking chicken patty up and then tried to cut it.
Yeah, he moved his hat. He fixed his hat. Because he's nervous.
8:30ish.
You'll never see me lift up my
I was
hat.
intoxicated and I was trying to cut a chicken patty.
Yeah, he could be covering up a bald spot.
Okay. So you're
His hair is like a
you
brownish.
said Saturday night.
Saturday night, yeah.
This past Saturday.
Yep, yeah.
When did you go to the doctor's?
I went the next morning.
Okay.
Let me go pull up the report. I don't know if he's gonna say it in here, but let me go pull up the report because it might say in there the answer to that.
I don't know exactly what time. Should be 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, I went to the yard the next day at 2 o'clock.
The next. Okay. So Saturday night around 8:30.
Yeah.
You'd been drinking.
Yeah.
So you were cooking.
Yeah.
Were you at your house?
Yeah.
Where do you live at?
I live.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I was just cooking.
And is it so? Does he live at the apartments next door?
And then, so the next day, did you do anything that night? Like, I'm guessing you just wrapped it.
Yeah.
How deep is the laceration? I know, I don't want you to take off your.
Yeah, I can't. It's like, let's see, it's more of like a big gouge. It's like a flayed open, and so it's like peeling back and stuff.
And that's your right hand?
Yeah, and so last night I just, I have a picture of the wound if you want to see it.
Yeah, do you mind?
Yeah, of course. But I just got a bandage. There's a bunch of girls in the room with me, and so they were all going crazy, bandaging it and stuff.
And then Sunday.
So he's saying that there's witnesses to this injury. Did they talk to those people? So the report that I see is, let me share the page. I have this all like opposite of how I normally have it, so I'm trying to maneuver. Okay, so this is the report that it shows up in first. Now this is just Control F cut. Like there could be something before this, but this is what I'm doing like just real quick. And this is narrative number 15, Aaron Morris. It says down here on 11:15 and approximately 11:50, AA, which is this guy, came into the substation to speak to me. I was told by Corporal Payne he went to Gritman on 11/13/22 to seek medical care for cuts on his hand. I asked him what happened to his hand. He stated on 11/12/22 at around 10 o'clock, he cut his hand attempting to cut chicken for a sandwich. He stated he was intoxicated, and when he was trying to cut the meat, his pocket knife slipped and cut his hand. I asked when he went to the hospital. He read his wristband from the hospital, and he said he went in on 11/13/22. This interview is taking place on 11/15/22. Why are you still wearing your wristband? Is that what he was looking at? I thought he was looking at like an Apple Watch or something. I thought it was an Apple Watch. Interesting. Okay. Friends told him to go to the hospital to make sure he did not have any glass in his hand. See, this is where like he's going to have two different stories. So I don't know. I'm guessing the hospitals, because they went around to the hospitals and were like basically asking people if people had come, like asking them if people had come in with wounds and stuff like that. So I'm guessing that the hospital is who told them about him, which I guess that's not a violation of HIPAA if there's like a subpoena to the hospital for people's medical records. But yeah, it sounds like he went in. They told the police, I guess, Corporal Payne, and so they're going through the list of people that went in.
Back and stuff.
And that's your right hand?
Yeah, and so last night I just, I have a picture of the wound if you want to see it.
He can't even answer.
And then, so the next day, did you do anything that night? Like, I'm guessing you just wrapped it.
Yeah.
How deep is the laceration? I know, I don't want you to take off your.
Yeah, I can't. It's like, I don't know, let's see, like, it's more of like a big gouge. It's like a flayed open, and so it's like peeling back.
He does still have
That's
it
your
on.
right hand?
Yeah, and so last night I
He does still have his wristband on. You can see it. That's crazy. All right.
just, I have a picture of the wound if you want to see it.
Yeah, do you mind?
Yeah, of course. But I just got a bandage. There's a bunch of girls in the room with me, and so they were all going crazy, bandaging it and stuff.
I'm just wondering if they talked to those people to like make sure that they actually saw this go down.
And then Sunday at like 2 p.m. you went to Gritman.
Yep.
And what did they just do that for you?
Yeah, they glued it because it was too late to get stitches in it.
Okay.
Because I should have went Saturday night, but I didn't. There's it initially.
He sure did. Christy told us that he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can, is that saved? Or is that just on your story? Or
No, it's saved. Yeah, it's saved. And then here's at the hospital with it cleaned up a little bit.
Okay.
So
Are you able
left it
to
nasty
send those
all
to me
night?
via email?
I think I can. Both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
I can give you a card with my.
Yeah, I can totally do that.
And then I'm guessing, so you knew what happened on Sunday. Do you know any of the people that were involved in this? I know the Greek life is kind of.
Yeah, so I talked to Ethan Chapin probably
Chaplain.
twice just at parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wasn't
really
close
know
to
him
them,
very well.
but
Okay.
I know a bunch of our guys in our house were close to them.
AP. Okay. So, and I know not to spun up on this. So, like, do fraternity houses and sorority houses, do they kind of like, are there certain ones that are like brother sister houses, or what do you guys consider those?
There's definitely houses that are closer than like the other houses. And I would say AFE is probably our closest house.
Okay.
Like Beta and AFE. But there is like different houses get along better with other houses.
Okay.
Just
So you guys don't have like every year it's like one of those things where like that's our sister house or something.
Oh, there's a sister house.
And if he's the same person that I've found on social media, he's also like a firefighter, either a volunteer or like an actual one. But there's photos of him and a couple other people out like putting out fires and stuff on Facebook.
That's ours.
Okay.
But that just doesn't mean that we like.
That doesn't mean I get that, but it's just
That's
like,
like the national standard.
so you guys are your sister house,
Yeah.
but you guys have a lot of friends, or you have a lot of friends that hang out with a lot of females that are in.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. And then what kind of knife were you using to cut the chicken? Just like a basic kitchen knife?
No, it was a pocket knife.
Pocket knife?
Heavy. A
Okay.
Or is it Crenshaw? The one I have, I think, is a Crenshaw. Red one. I think that's what it says on it. Yeah, the fact that it's his right hand and he's right-handed, that's crazy. That don't really make a lot of sense.
So the three females you've never, I'm guessing maybe passing, seen them, but you've never like had a relationship with them, talked to them.
Yep. I never talked to any of the three.
Okay.
I just sent you that. But, yeah.
Perfect. So what, can you just run me through just like an overview of your weekend starting Saturday morning?
I slept in Saturday morning. It was a game day, so I probably got up like 9:30 or 10ish, and then showered, got ready for the day, and then I didn't go to the game, but I went to, which is it's on that road, by the Whites, like King Road, but it's not up King Road, it's that flat one. It's just
on Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just a
okay.
And so
he was
we
in the
spent
area.
whole day there watching the game there because it was cold.
Yeah.
And so we were just all inside there watching the game. And then I probably left that place, I think like 7:30ish. And then that's when I went back to, and I just spent the rest of my night.
And then what time did you wake up on Sunday? Okay. Do you know what time you went to bed on Saturday night?
Yeah, it was late, like 4:35.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sunday morning, you went to bed around 4?
Yeah.
Around the time of the crime.
Yes, we were partying and stuff.
Yeah.
Were you with anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me a name of people that you were with? Is he another?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
And then
Do you have phone numbers for them?
let's see if I do. I have a phone number. I don't know if I know.
Okay.
I can ask her for it if you want it.
All right. It's just we might need to talk to them too.
I'm sure you.
So
probably should
the
talk to them
it's
too.
on. By the way, you said.
Yeah.
Is it the one that's like a kind of a?
Yeah, it's like a little with the bottom. It's like right next left.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where? It is?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Phone number is right there.
Sounds like a Greek last name. Am I wrong?
Great. So then you went to bed around 4 in the morning, between 4 and 5 in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then you woke up, I'm guessing later because you had a long night.
Yeah.
And what do you know? What you said? You don't know what time you woke up.
No, probably like
It's a German last name.
I think like 10 or 11ish. And when I woke up to my phone blowing up from we have like the group chat and it was just blowing up of what was happening, what we found out happened.
Okay.
10 or 11 is before the time, but also when we knew the girls were doing stuff. So that's like more than one person now that has given that time frame.
We're like, oh God.
And then did you do anything between the time you woke up and you went to the doctor's or the hospital?
I just showered.
Showered,
Yeah,
got ready, probably looking at text messages and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never heard of somebody slicing their hand with the same hand they're holding the damn knife in. Like, I honestly have no idea how that's even physically possible. Like, low-key impressed. That should have been caught on camera. That's crazy.
Think there's anything else.
For real.
Would you be willing to sign a consent form if we take it to just get your medical records regarding your hand injury?
Yeah. I'll take it.
Okay. That would just be like you indicating that we're like you're giving us permission to go to, and you're giving permission to release your medical record.
They are literally saying Gitman. They're saying the name of the hospital. You can hear the go right before they redact it. Why? When it's in the police report and they've already said the name of the freaking hospital in this interview, are they redacting the name of the hospital at the end of the interview? So you see, there's so many things that they do in these damn things that we are paying for them to do that is unnecessary. Christy needs to take this back and she needs to say, hey, y'all didn't redact it in this one, and then y'all redacted it X amount of times. You owe me back for these amount of redactions. Like, I'm about to start being the biggest Karen. I'm not even kidding.
Just regarding this hand injury. Okay.
Yeah. They did I couldn't remember what they checked for. I think he's checking for glass in it too. Because he wanted to see because we have a window in there and it was broken the next morning, so they wanted me to get a check for glass to see if I maybe hit the window, but there was no glass in it.
So that's telling me there that you actually are trying to say that you don't know how you got your injury, because there's no way they'd be saying, hey, make sure that you didn't hit that window. Make sure there's no glass in your freaking hand from this broken window if you were in the kitchen. That don't make sense.
And so
Okay. You said where was this? The glass?
He just says, okay.
Oh, okay. And that was broken that night too?
yeah, we found it broken the next morning, and so then they thought that, or like some other guys thought that I might have ran into the window that night.
Okay.
And so they wanted me to get it checked for glass just to make sure.
Okay.
So that's why I went into the ER originally.
Okay, so he just said he originally went to the ER just to make sure there was no glass in his hand because other people around him thought that he might have been the one to have broken the window. So he didn't go to the ER because he sliced his freaking hand open with a knife, cutting some chicken. He went to... Where did the freaking chicken story come from? Where did the chicken story come from? Because he just said What? Yes, and the cop just not giving 2 effity freaking Fs. He just said for the window. Huh? These cops are horrible. Don't die in Moscow. Don't get burglarized in Moscow. Don't get kidnapped in Moscow. Don't have nothing happen to you in Moscow, bro. Because they're the biggest airheads. Just poop right over their heads. What?
What did they check for? I think he's checking for glass in it too, because he wanted to see if, because we have a window in there and it was broken that next morning, so they wanted me to get a check for glass to see if I maybe hit the window.
This dude is so full of shit.
But there was no glass in it, and so.
Okay. You said where was this? The glass?
Yeah, y'all need to move.
Oh, okay. And that was broken that night too.
Yeah, we found it broken the next morning, and so then they thought that, or like some other guys thought that I might have ran into the window that night.
Okay.
And so they wanted me to get it checked for glass just to make sure.
Okay.
So that's why I went into the ER originally.
They wanted me to check if I had glass in my hand. That's why I went to the emergency room originally. So where the hell did the chicken story come from? You've got pictures of your hand being cut open. You're claiming people saw this travesty of a cooking expedition. And now you're saying the only reason that you went into the emergency room because of the window. These cops are horrible. These cops are so stupid.
But there was no glass in it, so I'm still not 100% sure if I hit the window or not. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But,
and I'm guessing you stayed up all night, so you slept in your room.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then, so that window thing that came after, like, you cut it on a knife, cutting chicken, but then the next morning you couldn't remember if you hit that glass too. So that's why some of your buddies recommended that they check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we found the glass like broken a little bit, and so.
No, it wasn't recommended that they check, and all these things happened. He didn't even say a word about cutting his freaking hand to go to the emergency room. The emergency room trip was strictly for glass. So why are you even, like, this is so crazy. This is actually wild. I didn't realize how ridiculous this was going to be. That's okay. We're just going to let it play. Let me go see what cop this is. I'm pretty sure it's, no, it can't be Van Leuven because the report's with MPD. Give me a second. Let me pull it back up.
Okay. And then, so that window thing that came after, like, you cut it on a knife, cutting chicken, but then the next morning you couldn't remember if you hit that glass too. So that's why some of your buddies recommended that they.
This is Aaron Morris. So this is the guy. This is the guy that has the body cam footage that we've watched on Connor's channel of the bodies coming out. That's his body cam that we've seen. So this is who's talking to him.
Check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we found the glass like broken a little bit, and then it was like, you should probably go get it checked. So he was actually the one that drove me to the ER, and he was like maybe hit the window.
Okay.
I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I cut it with chicken, cut it with my knife, and he was.
See, that story makes even less sense. So on the way to the emergency room, they start talking about the glass. But he just said that the glass window is the reason for the emergency room visit originally. See, he can't even keep it straight.
Too, so that's why some of your buddies recommended that they check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we found the glass like broken a little bit, and then it was like, you should probably go get it checked. So he was actually the one that drove me to the ER, and he was like maybe hit the window.
Okay.
I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I cut it with chicken, cut it with my knife, and he was like, we should go and get it checked out. So we did.
Okay. Is that window still
everywhere.
broken?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still have that knife that you cut yourself with?
Yeah.
Okay. Are those at your house? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to test it?
Would it be an issue if we went and looked at that knife in the window?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they do that?
Call one of my guys and see if that's something, if you're willing to let us look at the knife and possibly take it just to see if there is blood on it.
Would it matter if I cleaned it off though? I did wash it off the next morning.
No, it wouldn't.
The next morning? So you left it with nasty all over it and the chicken salmonella mixed in? You just left it? Ugh.
See the knife that you cut yourself
Yeah,
with.
you guys can take it.
And then look at that window to see the damage to it.
Yeah.
Are you going to be home today?
I was actually going to head out.
I'm
I was
sure you
supposed to
were.
head out at noon. But
Going back home?
yeah.
Where do you live?
Ooh. Horrible.
Okay.
Yeah. No one really knows where it is.
Okay. And are you going home for like a while?
Yeah, till school starts up after Thanksgiving.
Okay. Are they still having classes this week? Or did they end up canceling everything?
It depends class to class, but all my classes postponed all the assignments and stuff till after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
What was happening. So
Yeah,
that's
understandable.
Most of us are deciding to go home.
Okay. What's your address in the?
Which is
Perfect.
yeah, that's it.
All right. Do you know, like, are any of your buddies going to be at?
I don't see anything else from MPD that they, at least not skimming through, doing Control F and looking for the word cut. It's just that one report, and then one about Kaylee's cuts on her neck. There's one from one of the reports in there, and then just the word prosecutor is all the rest of the time. So I don't know. Maybe ISP went and did the follow-up stuff, or it's just one of those ones that it's more like a photocopy, so it's not grabbing the text. So I'll have to keep looking.
That were there with me?
No, that could let us look at the window and then possibly retrieve that knife.
I can go. I'll be there for a little bit if you guys want to.
Just go straight up. Okay. Are you going there right now?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So if you guys want to come with me, I can take you.
I can meet you over there. What's the address?
I want to say.
Okay. Did we do a cop talk at your house?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the one directly across from.
One of them.
Is that what he said? Cop.
Sweet. Let me make a call and I'll probably meet you over there. If you're gonna be there, I'll be there. If I do end up coming, I'll be there within 15 minutes.
That's really fine.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming and talking to me again. I'm sorry. I know it's just stressful.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get some answers. So.
I got it.
Okay. Interesting. I don't really know what to think about it. I don't like the fact that his story is a bit different. It's flip-floppy, not a lot of sureness to it, I guess. I don't know, that's odd. I don't see how in the hell you can slice the outside of your dominant hand as you're dominantly using a knife in it. How the hell does that slip like that? Even if what some people are saying, how maybe he was trying to slip a patty apart, it would have had to have gone this way and then something stop it and his hand go against it, I guess. It would have to be very specifically done for you to be able to slice the outside of your dominant hand while you're dominantly using that hand. It's odd. I don't know. It's a bit strange. But I guess that's it. That was a short, I think it was only 13 minutes or so. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it probably. just going to work on getting some more stuff out. We're going to go live tomorrow with the next chapter. I don't know. We might talk about Alec Murdaugh tomorrow. Because that's one that I've been wanting to talk about and go over, like, the lawsuit that's happening now with that chick. And just the lawsuit that's filed, I noticed has, like, some of the, like, trial points in it. So I don't know. I do want to talk about that case, so that maybe we'll do that in the morning since I pushed the Upchurch one. But then again, I don't know because I really want to listen to what Rabbit's doing. Like, I want to listen to this interview that she has tomorrow around noon. So I don't know for sure, though. We'll go live tomorrow to do the next chapter, but it's going to be Bethany Funk's interview. I believe this one on the 16th. So just be prepared for a longer, we have to listen and start trying to figure out what they're telling us type thing. I don't remember a lot of Bethany's because we put a lot of focus on Dylan, rightfully so. So this is going to be the first time since we've gotten, like, the first time since we actually got the interviews, the first time we ran through them. This is going to be the first time I've actually sat down and, like, re-listened to it. And I've re-listened to stuff with Dylan's, like, several times because we talk about it so much. But there's really only, like, 2 small sections of Bethany's that we sort of, well, like, I especially, like, just keep going back to. Like, when we talk about something, it's these 2 specific spots. So it's going to be interesting listening to Bethany's now that we have timelines and all this additional stuff that's come out, because I haven't dissected hers the same way that we have Dylan's. So that'll be fun. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, you guys. I don't know. I have no idea. And even Whitcomb, now that he's gotten now he's gotten some information, he doesn't know either. Bethany Funk is a painter, and she is selling her paintings on social media. Oh, and Emily Allant apparently thinks that we don't know about her sending money to Xana at 3:51 in the morning because there's a girl I follow on TikTok, and Emily Allant, which she's been showing up in my stuff lately, like, she's never shown up ever in my feed, ever. And now all of a sudden, Emily Allant and Josie and I think that's it. Both of them have been suddenly showing up, like, in my TikTok scroll, and they haven't. So I don't know if I'm, like, an account that they had blocked a long time ago, and then they, like, both decided just, like, to unblock everybody, or, like, what's going on. But I've never seen them before. I don't look for them. I don't follow them the way people think that most of us do. I have no idea. But she posted a video, and somebody asked her very specifically, Emily Allant, why did you send money? Why did you send $14 to Xana at 3:51 a.m.? And her response was, because I didn't, LOL, with like a laughing emoji. And I'm like, but we have a cop timeline that says that you did, ma'am. And again, like, the timeline itself is not Chris Whitcomb's like I thought it was. It's written by ISP and the Moscow Police Department, specifically for the prosecutor. And it says that she sent Xana money at 3:51 in the morning, $14 specifically. So she's just out there lying, thinking that we don't know, that we don't see it, that the cops don't have that information. While Bethany's out there selling paintings and doing the whole trending little holding the back of it with a song on and then slowly turning it around thing. Yeah. He's been showing, see? And you know, I've been seeing a lot of people, like a lot of people that I don't normally watch. Like, I don't follow any of the people in this situation. None of them. If I want to see something, I'll go find it. But I don't have a reason to unless it's Olivia. Like, the only person I follow associated with this case is Sam, Steve's daughter, that he throws away like trash. That one. She's the only person related to this that I follow. Kara on Facebook. But other than that, that's it. So Sam and Kara. That's it. So I don't know why they're showing up. I don't know why Emily's showing up. I don't know why Josie's little video inside of a diner the other day was showing up. I don't freaking know. But I also have a lot of people all of a sudden from, like, the Washington Spokane, Washington area suddenly popping up on like people you may know on Facebook. And they say that only happens if people like those people are looking at your page, but it's just the channel page. So I guess it's because maybe people are starting to question stuff now that the book and stuff is coming out and people are like talking, maybe people are looking up more. I don't know. See, I haven't checked that page in weeks. Because I don't care. That's why I was always laughing, like aggravated, annoyed, and like it's also funny that my name would always be put into like whatever's going on with them. And I'm like, I don't even give a shit. Like, what are they doing? That page is still existing? That's crazy. I hadn't looked in 5,000 years. That's funny. Jack Decor. They're from that area. They're from the Coeur d'Alene area. Yeah, see, like all of a sudden it's just happening. I'm noticing a lot of people talking about it on Twitter too. Yes. In the timeline, it says that Emily sent Xana $14 exactly at 3:51. That's not only the exact same time that Dylan added Brittany Fernandez as a contact, but it's also the exact same time on the 1112 camera that you see Molly, the DoorDash driver, walk down to the intersection of King and Queen and then walk back. It's the exact same 60-second time frame. It's the exact same 60 seconds. I mean, she's lying now, which is interesting. All right, I'm going to go. Oh, well, thank you for the $4.99, Kim. How's the weather where you are? It's been bad in the Houston area. I mean, we've gotten some storms, but it was storming from Kerrville to Lafayette and Lake Charles and everywhere in between. I know Dallas got some storms the other day. It's been pretty windy. I know that whatever has been coming in, it's a lot of this. Because like Don's allergies are really bad all of a sudden over the past couple of days. So whatever the storm is definitely is bringing in some See, that's what I was wondering too. But then we also know about the whole Adderall thing. So then I was wondering if she was buying one or two. I don't know how much they go for. I don't know how much they were or whatever. But that's a big possibility too. So I don't know. But then Molly also said that it was like a small order. And that's also a couple minutes before it like was actually delivered. Like it got clocked as being delivered at 3:59. So I don't know. I honestly thought it was an Adderall transaction. But that's just based off of things that we've been hearing off of interviews and stuff like that. I don't know if they did that stuff. But yeah, that's 3 things at 3:51. And that's important because especially things in 3s, you should be believing. That number is very significant in lots of things. So if things are happening in 3s, you should probably pay attention. That's Molly on camera. That's Dylan adding a contact. And that's Emily sending Xana money all minutes before the crimes took place. You should probably pay attention to that. Lots of stuff going around. Yeah, see, there's like storms all over the place. I just know our allergies have been really annoying. But yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'll see you guys sometime tomorrow, for sure in the evening. I don't know about in the morning, though, because of everything else I've already said. If anything, I'll probably post one of the breakdown pieces of Dylan's last interview because I want to get that whole thing out there in sections so that it's easier for people to understand the bullshit. So maybe that's just what'll come out in the morning. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and grab nothing, get off of here and go relax for a little while before trying to get to bed. I have still not been able to sleep. Like, I'm up until like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, can't sleep type stuff still. So that sucks. But like the whole earth is like that apparently right now. So maybe for once I'm normal. I don't even know. You guys have a great night. Get some sleep, get some relaxation. Thank you for joining, Sarah. I very much appreciate that. And thank you for the $4.99, Kim. Thank you again, you guys, for being in here. I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. See y'all. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. And please don't forget to make sure that the notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives.